Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 3. Today we are going to show you a presentation, and the topic is special arrangement. My name is Jojo Wang Yunqiao. They are my good members.
My name is Dory Guo Ziyao.
I'm Leonardo Guanru.
We have divided our presentation into 6 parts. The first one is warming up. The second one will be the vocabulary. The third one is scenario 1. The fourth one is discussion question. And the fifth one is activity. The last will be the inside story and job assignment. So now let's move on to the first one, our warming up. Please turn to page 42. Leonardo will demonstrate the warming up for you.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Leonardo. Today we are in charge of Unit 6 Spatial Arrangement. Whenever we plan an expected travel to relax ourselves, we may consider all our needs for this trip. Under limited budgets, we need to control our costs. Therefore, some spatial arrangements will come up to reduce the normal expenses. However, there may also be an extra cost if we need some special requests. Let's take a couple for example. Today they want to celebrate for their first 100-day relationship, maybe more. They possibly make a reservation for a Swiss restaurant or a specific hotel to spend this day. In this chapter, we will mainly discuss how a company plan an incentive travel with special arrangements. Before we start, as usual, we prepare 5 warning questions to help us get started and brainstorm. If your answer is correct, you can get something good. Now, please think about the question on page 42. The first question, what type of people tend to make special requests? Does anyone want to answer this question? Okay, Michelle.
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon. Yes. Yes. In honeymoon, people will manage some annoying requests to shine your eyes until you are blind. And the other one is family. In family trip, parents will do the most for their children's safety and their entertainment. Now, the next question. What type of special requests do people make? Okay, I take the previous answer for these questions. In honeymoon, people will manage some candlelight dinner to memorize these special days. Sometimes they will scatter the rose petal on their bed. Yes. And the other one is craft for kids. This is a DIY activity to promote parent-child relationship, and then they can enjoy their work together. The third question, what kind of food-related requests are often met? Anyone else? Okay, Eddie.
Vegetarian.
Huh?
Vegetarian.
Vegetarian. Okay, that's correct. Mostly, we all have our own eating habits or diet taboo. Diet taboo means some religions declare some specific food items that are good for our health, and others are not, like Islam people or Buddhists. Islam people don't eat pork, and Buddhists are all vegetarians. For this factor, those who have some fast will request this kind of food-related arrangement. The other one is for festival. In Christmas Eve, people will prepare a turkey and get together to spend this day. Others like birthday celebrating. A cake is a necessary food in this arrangement. Now the fourth question. What about the room or accommodations request? Room accommodation. Yes. When you live in a room, what would you want to request? Okay.
Can see the view outside the window.
View outside the window. Yes, it's one of that. Okay. We all know 4 people's room is much cheaper than 1 person's room. So if we want to reduce our accommodation fees, 4 people's room is a must-have condition. Moreover, some people like me, I truly had to enter the bathroom with wet socks. So the separate shower must be included in my travel package. Do you like to step in the bathroom and get your foot wet? No? Yes. Okay, the next questions. Are there any other requests besides food and accommodations? Do you have any ideas besides food and accommodation? Anyone else? Okay. In some company, they will hold a game to promote their team spirit during the incentive travel. So a big place will be needed to begin their game. And the other one is music request. Whenever we attend a wedding, we can hear the song about happy life. This is music request. Now this is the end of our warning out part. Now Dory will introduce, Jojo will introduce some important vocabulary in this chapter for you. Now I will give the floor to Jojo.
Hello everyone, I'm going to talk about the vocabulary in the scenario 1. So I'll explain the vocabulary to you. Later we'll review the vocabulary together so we can read the vocabulary together with me. So the first one is accommodation. Accommodation means a place to live or stay, especially on the holidays. Or you can say it's a place for students at college. Like when you are going to travel around the world, you will have booked a hotel, then the hotel will be your accommodations. As for the student, you use the sentence, the cost of students' accommodation is rising steadily. In other words, we can say the students' accommodation is dorm or dormitory at school. The second one is destination immersion. It means you have traveled the place deeply to understand the culture, the history, and the people you visit there. Like when you are going to a cruise ship, you will enjoy the local cruise ship there. For example, when you are going to Okinawa, they will have a cruise ship at Keelung. Then you can take the cruise ship trip to the Okinawa and explore the Okinawa there. Like this. Or in Thailand, they have the water market. You can experience the water market at Thailand. In Taiwan, we didn't have any experience like that, right? The next one is end-to-end transportations. End-to-end transportations means you will transfer from one spot to another. It most happens in hotel. Like when you are going to hotel, they will have a end-to-end transportations between the hotel and the airport. So you usually take the shuttle bus to as your transportations. So it will be the end-to-end transportation. Next one is variance. In the scenario 1, the variance means the budget variance. It means the difference in your budget. So you will need an expert to expertise as the budget variance. So your budget can be controlled instead of you spending too much money on the budget. So this is budget variance. Next next one is decor. Later, I will explain what is decor and the difference between decor and decoration. Decor means the whole style, the color in your room. And as for decorations, it means more likely to be an action, like decorate. Decorations means like Christmas is coming, so we'll have a Christmas tree. Then Christmas tree is our decoration. But the whole room with the Christmas decoration, it will be the decor. So I hope I have made it clear. The next one is quote. Quote means you can give a price or you can bargain. For example, if you want to make a customized ring as your wedding day, you must quote with the salesperson will quote a number and money for you, and you will see whether you will take it or not. If you think it's too expensive, then you can go to another store to quote for a better price. The next one. This will be the end of our vocabulary. Now let's review with me about our vocabulary in the scenario 1. So I'll read all the vocabulary again. Please repeat after me, okay? The first one is accommodation.
Accommodation.
The second one is destination immersion.
Destination immersion.
The third one is end-to-end transportation.
End-to-end transportation.
The fourth one is variance.
Variance.
The fifth is decor.
Decor.
And the last one is quote.
Quote.
So this is the end of our vocabulary. I believe you have known more about our vocabulary. In our scenario 1, you will have more understanding to go through the conversation with us. Next, Leonardo and I will go through the scenario 1. We will demonstrate a conversation for you.
Please turn to page 42. Okay. Good morning, Jojo. I'm Leonardo, the project manager in charge of this case. We spoke early on the phone.
Yes, thanks for coming today. I believe we have a lot to settle before we sign the contract.
Yes, I would like to explain what item will be included in the package and how much the estimated charge will be.
Good, that's what we need to know too.
Alright, basically our typical package for incentive travel include accommodation, destination immersion, web registration, mobile registration, promotion campaign, and end-to-end transportation.
Sorry for interrupting, but do we need to print our program?
No, we don't. We also help on production of all required program materials, attendee and VIP management, expert analysis of budget variance, logistical service, arranging all receptions, group activity, entertainment, option tours, and decor elements, as well as all catering and complete on-site program management.
That sounds great. So how do you charge?
Usually, you can either let us know your needs, and then we will quote a price for you, or we can design a package based on your budget. We have specialists who help you analyze the cost and control your budget.
Will the price be lower if we don't need some of the services?
Well, if you don't need certain service, we respect your decision, but normally we do not refund this part from the total price. However, we will try to see if it's possible to use the service cost to cover other service to make them better.
Yes, that sounds reasonable. Alright, I'm afraid I have to leave now. I have a meeting at 3 o'clock. Do you mind if we meet up again next week? We need to talk about some special arrangements for our VIPs. My assistants will make an appointment with you later.
Sure, no problem. Thanks a lot for your time today. See you next week.
Yes, see you then. So, in our scenario 1, we have talked about how to arrange an incentive travel and all the details. Then next, Dory and Leonardo will demonstrate the discussion questions. We will have another conversation for you, and we will have some keywords at our conversation. Please take close attention on the red words.
Please turn to page 45.
In discussion question, we decide a conversation. I'm a sales representative from First Incentive Travel, Dory. Leonardo is my client from JDL company. I'm going to propose a package for him. Let's start. Hello, this is Dory from First Incentive Travel.
Hello, this is Leonardo from the Personnel Department of JDL Company. Nice to have contact with you.
I call for asking that how about your consideration of the 3-day tour package I proposed to you last week?
Actually, we can't accept your price offer in terms of considering with the cost. Our budget for incentive travel is 80,000, but this package costs at least 100,000. It's over our budget. Therefore, I wonder if you could give us a 20% discount.
Sorry, we usually don't offer any discount.
If you cannot accept this counter offer, I'm afraid that we would have to look at getting other travel agency.
Otherwise, I can offer you no more than 10 discount and give you free airport pickup service.
Okay, we accept this deal.
Thanks for accepting it. We are glad to make a deal with you. Hope our offer accommodate your company's request. If you have any requirement, feel free to inform me.
No problem. Thanks for your considerate service.
Now we have better understanding of the conversation. There are 3 questions. If you know the answer, please raise your hand, then you will get special award. Question 1. Did they make a compromise between each other? A. Yes, they made a compromise in result. Although at first, Dory didn't accept the 20% discount which Leonardo asked for, but she came up with the other proposal of 10% discount and free airport pickup service. Then Leonardo also accepted it, so they make a compromise in result. Next question. How many discounts did Dory finally offer to Leonardo? Okay. Yes, 10%. The second proposal includes 10% discount and free airport special service for Leonardo. So the question 3 is that what special service did Dory offer to Leonardo? Yes, free airport pickup service. This proposal was accepted by Leonardo. After the Q&A part, let's review the important phrases and vocabulary in our conversation. First, package. Please repeat after me. Package.
Package.
Package as a noun has lots of meaning. It can mean an object or set of objects wrapped in paper, usually in order to be sent by post. It can also mean a small paper or plastic which can contain small things together in order to be sold. We can say a package of, for example, a package of cookies, a package of snacks, a package of candies. There is another meaning of several things are sold together as a single product. It is similar to the meaning, a set of. For example, in our conversation, a set of package includes plane ticket, hotel, transportation, meal, and tour itinerary. It means we don't have to worry about so many things. We just need to pay the money. Then the travel agency will do charge of these things. Next phrase, offer discount. Simply, it means give the buyer a lower price or discount. We can say offer discount. Okay, next. Next phrase, make an offer. Make an offer. For example, if I am a buyer, I inquire the seller about the price of the product. Or if I am the seller, I let the buyer to suggest a price, then I decide whether to accept the price or not. Look at the example. We can say, if you are happy with the condition of the product, then you can make an offer. Or, do you like it? Make me an offer. Next phrase, counter offer. Counter offer means, for example, if I don't satisfy with the price, I need a lower price. In this time, I ask for a lower price or discount. Make our conversation, for example. Leonardo didn't satisfy with the package with the price of the package which Dory proposed to him. Then he asked for 20% discount. The 20% discount is counter offer. Look at example. We hope you will consider and accept our counter offer. The last phrase, to accommodate one's request. Accommodate as a verb has lots of meaning. It can mean to have a room for or contain. For example, the hotel can accommodate almost 200 guests. It can also mean to supply someone a place to live or stay. Therefore, the noun of accommodate is accommodation. Accommodation can mean a hotel room, hostel, or dormitory. There is another meaning of accommodate. That is, to be agreeable or acceptable to someone's request, needs, or wish. We can say accommodate one's request. We can also say meet one's need. Let's look at example sentence. Hope our offers accommodate your company's request. Next. Let's review these important phrases and vocabulary again. First, please repeat after me. Package.
Package.
Offer discount.
Offer discount.
Make an offer.
Make an offer.
Counter offer.
Counter offer.
Accommodate one's request.
Accommodate one's request.
Next. After the review of vocabulary and phrases, I'm going to tell you how to have a good price negotiation on phone or by a business letter. For example, in our conversation, Dory and Leonardo use these skills in different situations. Next, let me explain these skills. Firstly, please repeat after me. First, to require in a polite way.
To require in a polite way.
Next, reciprocal or mutual proposal.
Reciprocal mutual proposal.
Next, state a position.
State a position.
Last one, maintain good attitude.
Maintain good attitude.
The first skill, to require in a polite way. It means if we don't satisfy with the price and need a lower price or a better proposal. In this time, we should express ourselves in a polite way. For example, we can say, I wonder if you could give us a 20% discount like our conversation example. Or we can say, will the price be lower if we don't need some of the service? If we are polite, maybe the seller will feel our sincerely and give us discount or special offer. Next skill, reciprocal or mutual proposal. Reciprocal means interactive or two-way communication. This communication is alternate. Make our conversation, for example. At first, Dory proposed a package for Leonardo, but Leonardo didn't accept it because it is too expensive. Then, he asked for 20% discount. However, Dory also didn't accept it. In this time, Leonardo said, if you cannot offer this price, I'm afraid that we would have to look at getting other travel agencies. In this condition, Leonardo should have to say this to prevent their company from losing any benefit. In general, reciprocal proposal means no one should lose their right or benefit. If we need a lower price or better proposal, it is fair to express our thought. Next, state a position. This skill will be used after reciprocal proposal. Make our conversation, for example, again. Although Dory didn't accept the 20% discount which Leonardo asked for, because their company don't usually offer such high discount to their client. That is their principle. However, she came up with the other proposal of 10% discount and a free airport pickup service. Then Leonardo also accepted it. Look at the example. Otherwise, I can give you no more than 10% discount and offer you free airport pickup service. Or we can say, we may not be able to reduce the price, but we can. In general, state of position means we can use other way to solve the problem, but we still insist our principle. The last skill, maintain good attitude. Even if we don't have a consensus with the other part, we still need to maintain good attitude. We should express ourselves in a polite way. We can say, for example, we usually don't offer any discount, or this is the lowest price we can offer. Or we can also say, I'm sorry that we can't meet your requirement. Let's review these important skills again. Please repeat after me. To require in a polite way.
To require in a polite way.
Reciprocal or mutual proposal.
Reciprocal or mutual proposal.
State of position.
State of position.
Maintain good attitude.
Maintain good attitude.
Help you keep in mind these skills. Maybe it is useful in your future job. Next, I will give the floor to Jojo. She will do the activity.
So in the activity part, I have come up with a 3-day outbound trip, and today we are going to Macau. The duration of this trip is 3 days, and the flights will be Tiger Air Flight 666. The accommodation will be Studio City. So let's check the day 1 schedule. Please take attention at the rate words. So we will take the flight Tiger Air Flight 666 to their Macau, and we will stay at the studio for 2 days, so we won't change the hotel during this trip. Then the meals will be the Portuguese meals. I believe you know that Macau was once dominated by Portugal. So they are famous for their Portuguese meals, and it tastes really good. And in the morning activity, we will go to the Macau Tower Skywalk to experience the excitement activity there. In the afternoon activity, we will go to the observation deck to enjoy the afternoon tea there. Then in the night, we'll have the House of the Dancing Water. It's the most famous show at Macau. It means 水舞间明 in Chinese. So in day 2, the transportation will be shuttle bus because Studio Cities provides a lot of shuttle bus, more than 10 routes of shuttle bus, so we can just take the shuttle bus there. In the morning activity, we will see the Batman movie, 4D movie, provided by the Studio City there. Then in the afternoon activity, we will have the shopping tour. At night, we will go to the casino. So you must be over 21 years old, so you can go to the casino. Is there anyone who is under 21? In the day 3, the schedule will be the spot tour in the morning. And in the afternoon activity, it's free time, so you can go wherever you want to go at Macau. And I'll suggest you to try the pork chop buns, 明猪扒包 in Chinese. It tastes really good. It's like the bun and have a pork in the middle, and it's really big. That's not like the tiny hamburger we usually have in Taiwan. It's really big and really good. And also you have to try their milk tea there. And in the evening, we'll have the souvenir shopping. So this will be our 3-day outbound trip, incentive trip to Macau. So let's come up with some questions. If you can answer our questions, you will get the awards. So the first one is, does there anyone know where will be their accommodation be? Emma?
Studio City.
Yes. The answer will be Studio City. As for the transportation, Coco. Shuttle bus. Yes, we will take the shuttle bus. And the activity means the activity we will experience as day 1. Michelle? Yes, the skywalk. So I believe you have enjoyed our activity. Now I'm going to go through our inside story. We have practiced, discussed about the contents at November 22nd. And Leonardo left before we take a picture, so he's not in the picture. Please imagine he's there. So in the November 29th, we have discussed the contents and the presentation parts. We have go through which board we are going to take charge to. And in December 1st, we check over all our PPT and rehearsal at that time. This is our job assignment. I'm take charge of the vocabulary, the scenario 1 activity, and I'm also a PPT designer.
I'm in charge of the vocabulary and the price negotiation, also the PPT designer, and I'm also the actress in the discussion question conversation.
I'm in charge of owning our part and actor in scenario 1 and discussion question part. And I'm also a PPT designer to find a beautiful picture for you.
So this will be the end of our presentation. Thank you for your listening. So we'll provide 5 minutes for group 1 to think of their comments.
Further explanation，我这些是会的，像单词，这就是单词。然后还有讲了很多东西，下面有你的 further explanation 这是不是讲是这里最前面。你说我是单词，单科的这样，这样算一个部分还是两个？你说跟 review 有关吗？还是，我觉得 further explanation 可以讲两个，就是讲这个跟你那个 discussion 对，然后因为你讲中间嘛，所以我们今天就3个部分，然后中间那个就 further explanation 可以讲 review 跟那个，然后我们两个我讲很多，还有什么可以讲？跟 review 那个部分嘛，那个单词会。这单词没有，他讲的是 further explanation 跟 review 是他单词是从那里面 review 嘛，对，那个我之前都没有啊。
类名是哦。
对。
你去说他们都会在，然后让我听一下。就那个，好，然后我就讲，我就讲，好，这第一个是，对。第一个是 review，对。review 吗？对 review，然后 further explanation。好，第一个是我，然后 further explanation。好，那你记一下。
你按掉了？
还没。
哈？
还在录啊？
不按掉。
按。
还是不用按？还是按？
你不然